Many times we talk about family problems, but we forget a reality that is as painful as it is silent: the abuse of parents by their children. It is a reality that crosses social classes, cultures, and educational levels. It is a reality that shames those who suffer from it and silences those who witness it. We are used to thinking that abuse happens from the strongest to the weakest, but the truth is that many parents live under the tyranny of their children's aggression. This aggression, which can be physical, verbal, or emotional, leaves deep wounds in the soul of those who were once the object of their care and love. The worst part is that many parents feel guilty for what is happening. They blame themselves, thinking they made a mistake in the upbringing. But the truth is that abuse is never justified, and that parents who suffer it deserve all our understanding and support. It is time to break the silence and shed light on this painful reality. It is time to stop judging and start understanding. It is time to give voice to those parents who suffer in silence and offer them the help they need to get out of this situation. Child-to-parent abuse can manifest itself in many ways. It can be a teenager who constantly insults his mother, a son who hits his father when he doesn't get what he wants, or a daughter who threatens to run away from home if her parents don't give in to her whims. These situations, which should never be normalized, are often hidden behind the walls of the home. Parents, ashamed and afraid of being judged, choose to remain silent and endure the abuse. They believe that by not talking about the problem, it will magically disappear. But the reality is quite different. Child-to-parent abuse rarely disappears on its own. On the contrary, if not treated in time, it tends to worsen over time. The aggressions become more frequent and intense, and the family environment becomes a breeding ground for fear and suffering. It is essential to understand that any type of abuse, regardless of who perpetrates it or who suffers it, is unacceptable. Parents who are victims of their children's aggression deserve to be heard, believed, and helped. The reasons why a child becomes an abuser towards their parents are complex and varied. There is no single cause that explains this phenomenon, but rather a confluence of factors that can contribute to its development. Sometimes the problem stems from the family environment itself. Homes where there is violence, whether physical or verbal, can become fertile ground for the development of aggressive behaviors in children. On other occasions, the root of the problem lies in the lack of limits and norms. When children are not taught to respect authority or to channel their anger and frustration in a healthy way, they are more likely to use aggression as a way to get what they want. It is also important to note that certain mental health problems, such as oppositional defiant disorder or conduct disorder, can increase the risk of child-to-parent abuse. In these cases, it is essential to seek professional help to address the underlying problem. Regardless of the origin of the problem, it is crucial to remember that violence is never the solution. It is essential to break the cycle of abuse and teach children healthy ways to express their emotions and resolve conflicts. Facing the problem of child-to-parent abuse is not easy, but it is essential to seek help and find solutions. The first step is to break the silence. Parents who are victims of abuse should not be ashamed to talk about what is happening to them and seek support from family, friends, or professionals. There are specialized organizations that offer support and guidance to parents who are experiencing this type of situation. These organizations provide tools and resources to help parents set limits, manage their children's behavior, and regain control of their lives. It is also essential to work with the child or adolescent who is exhibiting the aggressive behavior. Family therapy can be a valuable tool to address communication problems, resolve conflicts in a healthy way, and build healthier family relationships. It is not about judging or pointing fingers, but about understanding that behind every aggressor there is often a human being who is suffering and needs help. By addressing the root of the problem and offering the necessary support, we can break the cycle of violence and build healthier, more respectful family relationships.